First at 6 tonight, the happiest day of their lives. Family and friends celebrating tonight after a Portland man missing for 5 days is found alive near Mount Hood. His family spoke just a moment ago.
We didn't know this would be our outcome. It was better than we had hoped.
Thanks for joining us for KGW News at 6 o'clock. Nathan Mitchell went for a hike last Saturday, then didn't return home.
Search and rescue crews have been scouring the Mount Hood wilderness every day using clues like Mitchell's Instagram page and also a rain cover he left behind. Now, tonight, he's almost home.
KGW's Mike Benner just heard from Mitchell's family. He joins us live now with more. What a great ending, Mike.
Oh, an awesome ending, Tracy. We are at Mount Hood Medical Center where Nathan Mitchell is getting treated tonight. As you can imagine, he is dehydrated, bruised up. He actually has something called trench foot, which is sore feet from the cold temperatures. But overall, he is doing remarkably well. In fact, family believes he could be released from the hospital as soon as tomorrow. Now, in the meantime, I want you to take a look at a photo that the family gave us. You'll see Nathan Mitchell in his hospital bed surrounded by his wife, sister, and best friends. What a sight that is. You may recall Nathan went out for a day hike on Saturday at Mount Hood, and that's when that brutal storm blew through. We're told Nathan hunkered down for the night, eventually falling asleep. And when he was asleep, listen to this, it's believed he tumbled down a hill. He became very disoriented, and over the last several days, he wasn't able to get himself out of the wilderness, or out of the jungle, as Nathan's dad called it. Family says he passed the time by turning to God. Listen.
He prayed, and he's not a very religious person, but in the trenches there are very few atheists. He prayed. He walked, he thought about getting out, and he thought about life. And he thought about good things about life. And he was afraid as well.
Nathan's parents and sister just overwhelmed with the support that they've received over the last week. They said family and friends have been out. Obviously, the searchers coming from all over the state. Absolutely overwhelmed with the support. They say a lot of people responsible for this awesome, awesome outcome. Back to you.
Gosh, Mike, I think we're all almost as excited as the family is about this. We're just so happy about the ending to this. Thank you, Mike. It has been an exhausting 5 days for Nate's family and friends, but his parents say it is the miracle they'd hoped for.
KGW's Pat Doris continues our team coverage from Mount Hood Medical Center. And Pat, you talked with the family and friends not long after they learned that he was found.
Right, and that was an amazing time as well. And it turns out he was found by two buddies that he knew from the Boy Scouts way back. They said they noticed some sort of a vapor trail coming off down below a trail they were hiking. They went to check it out, and that's where they found him. The hugs and smiles and tears spread from friends to strangers and back again near the search base camp today, as word spread that Nate Mitchell had been found alive and in relatively good shape. The words poured out of his parents.
The lowest day of my life was a couple of days ago when I was running around cliffs looking for his body and knowing that we might have to deal with this. This is such a roller coaster.
It's a miracle. It's a true miracle.
It's a miracle.
I'm not kidding you.
And it's
This is a miracle.
Yeah, well, I'm never going to be the same.
We'll never be the same after this.
Their son, a 34-year-old attorney in Portland, went for a solo hike last Saturday as a massive storm rolled through. His father found Nate's car early Sunday morning at the Wildwood recreation site near Welch's. That triggered the search. Over the days, there were clues, but none that led to Nate until today. This is a picture of him there on the right with searchers after he was found. His wife, Marcia, is one of many overjoyed.
I'm just really happy. I was like screaming. I never screamed like that before.
During the ordeal, dozens of friends and family dropped what they were doing to join the effort.
Beyond thrilled and amazed, and this is one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever been a part of. I am beyond thrilled for this family.
His best friend Alex Johnson spent days and nights out looking.
It's still hard to believe. Yeah, I don't know. Is it true?
Yes, it is. He'll never forget the strangers who came out to help.
People that have met him for a day, people that have never met him. The guy that brought his drone out in the morning, We hiked probably a $50,000 drone through the woods. It was about to break the whole time. It was all windy and we're doing it, and he never even met him.
In a busy world, the search forced a pause and allowed many to connect again.
And everybody came out of the woodwork, even a kindergarten friend we hadn't seen in 30 years. I mean, that's what...
His babysitter came.
His babysitter came. Everybody came. Every friend, everybody.
At times like this, it's easier to remove the clutter our culture sometimes adds to our lives, and what's left is a crystal clear message.
What I want people to share is how important it is to express love and stick together.
Because you don't know how long
you don't know how long you have in life.
You never know.
And to lose
it. And this is what's important in life.
What's around us is what's important. This is the only thing that really matters.
The people who are there for you.
Good thing to remember. By the way, his dad says it turns out that his son was going on a pretty aggressive 14-mile round-trip hike, got up to the top of where he was going, and then the storm hit. He tried to ride it out, then it got dark, and then he got disoriented, and that's what led to the rest of everything else. Back to you.
Well, I imagine this is life-changing for a lot of people. Thank you, Pat.